When fundamentally different tools break in the same way, the problem is almost never the tool. It's the system receiving it. There are two kinds of skeptics. One rejects anything that challenges the current paradigm, regardless of evidence, and the other is willing to ask uncomfortable questions and follow the data wherever it leads. I've always been the second type. My work in reversing aging didn't start with supplements, protocols, or clinics. It started with regulatory peptides. I was studying molecules produced in nature that were designed to restore access to gene expression programs that decline with age and disease. At face value, that idea sounds implausible to a lot of people. And for a long time, I assumed it couldn't be true. But when I stepped outside conventional Western frameworks and focused on the biology itself, specifically on why systems lose the ability to regulate and repair, it became clear that these molecules did work. In some cases, they worked remarkably well. And that's where the real problem emerged. Across different compounds, different mechanisms, and different people, the same thing kept happening. The interventions would work, sometimes dramatically, but only under certain conditions. Even at identical doses, outcomes varied, and when they did work, the effects often didn't hold. That pattern led to a conclusion that signaling molecules are only as effective as the biological system prepared to receive them. Most people who get serious about longevity eventually run into the same problem. An intervention works at first, a positive effect is noticed, sometimes even dramatically, and then it doesn't last. The improvement plateaus, fades, or reverses, even though the intervention itself hasn't changed. This happens with supplements, peptides, pharmaceuticals, and even stem cell therapies. The consistency of that pattern matters because it tells us that the failure is not intervention specific. When fundamentally different tools break in the same way, the problem is almost never the tool. It's the system receiving it.